Hey guys, today I'm going to give you a little demonstration of some of the positions we're going to use for the squatting pattern in KettleBase. So far we have our rolling pattern, we have our crawling pattern, and our third pattern is going to be squatting. So we're going to use a couple different types of holds on the kettlebell during our squats. Let me go right through them. The first one is going to be a traditional goblet hold. We're going to take the bell, pull it horns up, elbows down, squeezing that bell between our hands. There is another type of goblet hold where we go horns down, and there's a third type called the crush grip where we grab a hold of the bell itself. All three of these are going to have our elbows pointing down, engaging our lats, engaging our chest to hold this bell in place. Right. So after the goblet hold, we're going to have the rack hold. Now the rack hold, the position of your wrist is critical in this. You want to have a vertical wrist. You want your knuckles pointed to the ceiling. Knuckles pointed directly to the ceiling. You don't want to do something called goosenecking. You don't want to let your hand flop backwards and let the bell drop down. So you want to have a nice tight grip and have the bell nestled in this portion of your arm. That's going to be your rack hold. And you can get there with two hands. Pick it up with two hands, let that bell kind of settle in. We're going to keep our elbow tight to our body. Don't want to lift it off to the side. You want to keep it in nice and tight. This is going to be your rack hold. So our third grip is going to be a bottoms up grip. It's just like it sounds. We're going to take that kettlebell by the handle. We're going to lift it so the bottom is up in the air. Similar to the rack, we're going to keep our elbow tight to our body. Keep our elbow tight to our body and go ahead and squat from that position. So again, let me demonstrate a squat in all of these positions. So we have our traditional goblet, horns up goblet squat. We have the horns down goblet squat. And the crush grip goblet squat. We have the rack squat, or the uneven rack squat, or the single-sided one-arm rack squat, whatever you want to call it. And finally, we're going to have the bottoms up rack squat. All these positions can also be accomplished in a split squat stance. So right now we have an even stance. We have our feet on the same plane. But we can also do the same thing in a split squat stance, where one foot is out in front of the other. So we can do goblet split squats, or any of the other variations of the goblet. Brush grip split squats. We can do rack split squats, or bottoms up split squats. And one final note, if you see the words ipsilateral or contralateral, ipsilateral means same side. So we're going to do an ipsilateral rack squat, rack split squat. That front leg and the bell are going to be on the same side. If we're doing a contralateral split squat, the bell is going to be on the opposite side. So just to reiterate, we have the several different types of goblet holds. We have the rack hold, we have the bottoms up rack hold, and we have split stance and even stance. check it out again. Go over these different stances. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. See you soon.